Welcome to another TechHelp video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. Today's part 3 of my employee training video series where we're tracking employee training. I'm not training your employee. Well, I am training your employees if the employees are watching this video, but we are tracking their training. If you haven't watched parts 1 and 2 yet, go watch those, then come on back. All right, so we got our departments, our roles, our courses, and our employees in the system. Let's work on the role requirements next. Now, a lot of this stuff is much easier to do and to understand when you have the forms built, right? Forms are better for data entry, but I'd like to put a few sample records in the tables by themselves, just so we can kind of see what it looks like while we're building the forms, all right? So the role requirement is a mix of roles. We need to see the role table. Roll Tide. No. And we need to see the courses. Okay. So now we got to figure out which courses are required to have each role. And that way we can say, okay, Joe is assigned, he's HR level 1, he has to have these classes. And so we'll be able to generate a query and say, all right, which classes does he not have? Has he not completed yet? That kind of stuff. So let's create our role requirement table. So role requirement ID, and then our role ID, and our course ID, and a sort order. I like to put a sort order in here just simply so that, these are the classes you have to take, and this is the recommended order you should take them in, right? And of course, notes. I throw notes on almost every table. All right, role requirement T. And this is one of those things where a lot of times when you're programming, you're working, sometimes I like to make it just that, role rec T, because I know what requirement is, and it's just one more thing to spell and type wrong, right? So I'm going to make this just role requirement as that, rec. Role requirement, all right. Sometimes having really long names like that, it's good for readability, but when you're typing, most of the time people get enter parameter value and they're like, I'm not expecting a parameter. That's good, you spelled something wrong. All right, so in our role requirement table, let's say, all right, the role ID is going to be 2. Looks like I put a record in here and didn't get a 1. Must have put a sample record in. What do you got to have to be HR level 1? Well, let's say you got to have HR 101, HR 102, okay, HR 103, and you don't need the 200 level classes. For HR, what else might you need here? You need the IT stuff, right? So where's the IT things? Right over here. You got to have, so role 2 still, right? You got to have 31 is IT 101. Right? 32 is IT 102 and IT 103. Got to know those 3 things. Let's say everybody does, right? How to log into your computer, password management, that kind of stuff. And if you want to put a sort order in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's how it'll show up on the form. Okay, so that's the role requirement form or table. Now we need a nice, easy form for showing each role. Maybe we'll do a continuous form, and then a subform on that with the role requirements, right? And some of you are saying, well, you can't do a subform in a continuous form. Yeah, you can. I got a whole separate video on it. There it is. It's an oldie but a goodie, 4 years old already. I'll put a link to it down below. So let's close this, and this. Now I already have a nice continuous form right there. That's my template. So we're going to copy and paste. We're going to make the role. Let's do the role F. Yeah, we're not going to have a role separate list and a single form because there's not that much information in it. So a role F. Okay. Design view. And let's bind this guy to the role T. Let's bring in the fields. Add existing fields. Here they are. Drop them here in the detail section. I'm going to get rid of the, get rid of you too. I'm going to get rid of these labels. Now, do we need the role ID on here? Probably not. So I don't usually put the ID on the fields unless we really need them. Now, department ID, I'm going to replace this with the combo box that lists the departments. So let's delete that. And let's grab a combo box. Look up the values in a table or query, my department table. I need that. Let's do the code and the name. And we'll sort it by code. And then my name. Should only be one code though. Yeah, there you go. We'll have it look like this. That's what the box will look like when it's dropped down. Key column is hidden, of course. Next, we're going to store that value in the department ID. Next. What label would you like? Doesn't matter. We're going to delete it anyways. All right. And let's call this guy the department combo. All right. Slide you over here. This can be department. Then we got the role, which is our description. And the notes. We could put the notes in the footer. In fact, I've already got a nice formatted notes box, which is this guy over here. I'm going to copy that and paste it down here. If it's the same field, you can reuse it. Same field name, all that stuff. Okay. Let's see what we got. Close it, close it, close it, open it up. And there we go. Okay. Probably make that department a little smaller, but do we like seeing the label here instead of the full word? I think so. I don't know. That's up to you. Change it if you want to. I mean, the role basically tells you what the department is, right? AC is accounting, SA is sales, TS is tech support. Okay, now what we need is we need a subform down here that will show the role or the courses that are required for that role. So we're going to make another continuous form, copy, paste. This is going to be the role requirement F. All right, design view. Bind this guy to the role requirement table. And let's see what fields we got here. All right, we don't need the ID. We don't need the role ID because this is going to be on the role form, right, as a subform. So that relationship will be set automatically. We are going to need the course ID, the sort order, and the notes. All right, so bring those over here. Come here. There you go. Let's get rid of this stuff. Course ID is going to be replaced with a combo box. So combo box, drop it there. Get the values from the course table. What do I want in here? Let's do the course code. And actually, we need the ID, don't we? We need the ID, the course code, and the course name. Next, let's sort it by course code. And the name, again, you shouldn't need to do a double sort. But all right, that's what it's going to look like when the box is open. Next, we're going to store that value in the course ID. Next, and finish. Get rid of that label. This will be the course. Put the sort order here next to it. And again, we can stick the notes in the footer. We'll grab that customer notes. Oops, we gotta fix that form too. Design view, copy, paste. There we go. And you can make this guy nice and short. Let's make this a little. Come on. Okay, good enough. Save it, close it. Now we're ready to put the role requirement form inside the role F. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab it, click, drag, drop right there. It's going to say a form of the subform can't have its default view property set to continuous forms. That's a lie. We are going to now go back up here to this form's properties and set it from single to continuous forms, and it will allow it. Save it, close it, and open it up, and there we go. Now we got to make this a little bit bigger so we can actually see stuff in here. But it should be working, yep. Okay, let's do this now. This can be taller. I don't think we need this big of a notes field in here. Yeah, and then we're probably going to have some buttons and stuff down here, so I'll leave some space. Save it, close it, open it, and there we go. HR level 1 needs these courses. HR level 2. Now, if you want to say that HR level 2 has to obviously have all the requirements of HR level 1, that's up to you. Then you can just come in here and put in the stuff for, HR 201. Where are you? HR 201. And you can just type them into HR 202. What else we got? Okay. And then, or if you want to have all of these in here as well, that's up to you. Maybe you could say something that, you can't get to HR level 2 directly without passing through a level 1. Again, that's a usability question, and that's for you and your users to decide. I'm just showing you how to put the pieces together, right? HR level 3, obviously, would be HR 301. Okay. All right, let's put a button for this on our main menu. Design view. I'm going to get rid of customer with contacts. And, of course, this is now employee list, employee form. And let's see, right-click, build event. Bring this up here. Where are you? Yeah, customer list F. This has now got to be employee list F, which means we got to rename it here. Which means that there's stuff in here we got to... let's just get rid of this stuff. Yeah, we don't need it. For this database, we don't need it. Open, right? And the title, I think, is customer. All this employee list. All right, copy paste. We're going to put in here roles. Right click, build event. Do command, open form, role F. There we go. There's your roles. Now you got to fill all the data in. I'm not gonna. we're just gonna work with a couple of them. We'll just use the HR as an example. Okay. All right. So that's that one. That's role requirement. Let's see what else we got to do here. All right. So we covered this guy. I can now change the color to that. There we go. It means it's done. Then my spreadsheet I gray it out so I keep track of where we're at. All right, course prerequisite, we'll do that later. We don't need that one right now. Next, we're going to do employee X role. In other words, which role or roles does an employee have? Because you could be, like I said before, HR 101 and also, customer service, whatever. And we'll do that in tomorrow's class. So tune in tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Or if you're a member, you can watch it right now. I might record part 4 right now, or I might go take a nap. No, it's been a long day. All right. That's going to do it, though, folks. That's your Tech Help video for today. Hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow for part 4. A special thank you and shout out to our diamond sponsors, First, we have Juan Soto with Access Experts Software Solutions, manufacturing experts specializing in Access and SQL Server. Juan is a 13-time Microsoft Access MVP. You can check them out at accessexperts.com. Another shout out to Sammy Shama from Shama Consultancy. Sammy is a certified Microsoft Office specialist, and he not only offers Access application development, but he also provides one-on-one tutoring services. So if you need someone to hold your hand and help you with your Access project, Sammy is your guy. Check him out at shamaconsultancy.com. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have below. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. Click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Want to learn more? Click the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. YouTube does a pretty good job of hiding it. It's right down there. See this part of the description here, right? The name, the video's up here. There's a little Show More down there, right down the bottom. It's kind of hard to find. But once you click on that, you'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. And YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted like they used to do. But if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. And you can pick how frequently to get emails from me, either as they happen, daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, if you'd like to become a paid member of my channel and receive all kinds of awesome perks, click on the Join button. You'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks, including my extended cut videos, access to my code vault, lots of VBA source code in there, template downloads, and lots more. I'll talk more about these perks at the end of the video. Even if you don't want to commit to becoming a paid member and you'd like to help support my work, please feel free to click on the tip jar link. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got some puppies to feed. But don't worry, no matter what, these free Tech Help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you really want to learn Access and you haven't tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, and more. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? The whole thing, free, 4 hours. Go watch it. And okay, a lot of you have told me that you don't have time to sit through a 4-hour course. So I do now have a quicker Microsoft Access for Beginners video that covers all the basics faster in about 30 minutes. And no, I didn't just put the video on fast forward. But I'll put a link to this down below as well. Now, if you like level 1, level 2 is just $1. That's it, $1. And that's another whole 90-minute course. Level 2 is also free for paid members of any level, including supporters. So if you're a member, go watch level 2. It's free. Okay, want to get your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my Tech Help page and send me your question there. Members get priority, of course. While I do try to read and respond to all of the comments posted below in the comments section, I only have time to go through them briefly a couple of times a month, and sometimes I get thousands of them. So send me your question here on the Tech Help page, and you'll have a better chance of getting it answered. And while you're on my website, be sure to stop by my Access forum. We've got lots of lively conversations about Microsoft Access and other topics. I have a fantastic group of moderators who help me answer questions. Shout out to Alex, Kevin, Scott, Adam, John, Dan, Juan, and everybody else who helps out on the site. I appreciate everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't like Facebook. Don't get me started. Now, let's talk more about those member perks if you do decide to join as a paid member. There are different levels: Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut Tech Help videos, one free beginner class every month, and some other perks. Gold members get all the previous perks, plus access to download the sample databases that I build in my TechHelp videos, plus access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use, the code that I build in most of the videos. You'll also get higher priority if you do submit any TechHelp questions. Now, answers are never guaranteed, but you do go higher in the list for me to read them. And if I like your question, you got a good chance of it being answered. You'll also get one free expert level class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus even higher priority for TechHelp questions. You get access to all of my full beginner level courses for every subject. And I cover lots of different subjects like Word, Excel, VBA, ASP, lots of different stuff, not just Access. These are the full-length courses found on my website. You get all the beginner ones. In addition, once you finish the expert classes, you get one free developer class per month. So lots of training. And finally, you can also become a Diamond sponsor. You'll have your name or your company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown on each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you again soon.